before I used to do this, I spent some time in a boxing ring. And the person that was my coach never told me anything about himself. And I read about him in a book, and I learned that he holds the Canadian record for knocking out 87 men in a row. Something that had never been done before him and hasn't been done since, and I thought that was kind of a neat thing to keep to yourself. So I wrote a little song for him, and his name was Everton the Angel Mcewan. And we used to have this guy that used to come into the gym on Fridays, every other Friday, and yell at us and tell us how to do stuff, and his name was George Chuvalo. And I threw him in there too because we used to have this saying in the gym that we like George, George never gave up. And for those that don't know who George is, he went the distance with Muhammad Ali twice. Sort of, they wanted Ali to come to Canada and fight so all the Canadians could see him, and they picked someone they thought that might last a round, and they picked George. George lasted every round of both fights. We were singing this song on the patio at the Triple J Hotel last summer, and telling the exact same story we just told you, and the owner jumped up and said, "Well, George is upstairs having a shower. I'm gonna go get him." And he was so excited that George was actually upstairs and we were singing a song about him on the patio. So George came down into the shower, and he was here to talk to the kids about drugs and alcohol in the school. And the owner, Brad is his name, was very excited that this was about to happen. So I gave him a CD and showed him the liner notes where I had mentioned his name, and George kind of looked at me like, maybe I was a little bit crazy and wondered what was going on, and thought that was a bit weird, and not having much of a musical background, didn't know what to think of it, but everybody insisted that he come back out onto the patio and we play him the song. Because George should hear it live after everyone had just heard it on the deck. And so George came out, pulled up a chair right in front of us with folks behind him, with his sunglasses on, just sat there. So I couldn't, you can't really read someone's face with sunglasses on. And George, very intimidating fella up close. And at the end of the song, he just sat through the whole time he did the song. Yeah, clapping. And we were like, whew. And then he came up to me and whispered at the door and said, "You're a really good singer." And I said, "George, you're the first one that said, told me that." And then I said, I really like that song. The best part I like about it? I said, what? The part about George Chuvalo. Anyways, quite a neat experience. Brad took framed our tour schedule along with George's fight record. It's on the wall inside of the hotel. If you go in there now, have a look at it. I got quite a kick out of that. I thought it was pretty funny with our upcoming tour schedule with his... Anyway, it's only in Dawson. I loved it. Here's a song for George and Everton, the Angel Mcewan. They called him the Angel because before he knocked you out, he had a smile on his face. He was apparently pretty nice about it. And he went on to help all his opponents get jobs in the gym, coaching kids like me. With plenty of self-doubt. Like George Chuvalo in the 15th round. from you, they don't understand. With the look of an angel before you took them out. 87 men on the track of lost luck with plenty of sense.